All right, let's get into our quick fire question. All right, so a video of a gas station clerk in Louisiana crushing a wine bottle against a customer's head went viral this week. Apparently, the customer was told to count out his money. The customer got mad, punched the plexiglass, and the clerk immediately runs from behind the desk, slamming the bottle against his head. What are your thoughts on this craziness? Let's start with Gianni.
He would have been a great pitcher. I don't know why.
Great picture. Robbie,
Taking care of business bedrock style.
Bedrock. Lizzie.
We can't have nice things. We can't have nice things.
All I know is that shit had to hurt because it wasn't one of those breakaway bottles they use in the movies. They might need to check on him for CTE in a little bit because he had to have
Yeah,
a
you saw the way he
concussion. Oh my
stumbled.
God, that looked
Well,
like.
God.
And truth be told, I mean, I know this probably gets into what your next question is, Neo, but if he had killed him, he would be charged with murder. Probably second-degree murder.
Manslaughter.
Oh yeah, not
No,
murder. Yeah,
I'm thinking murder. I'm thinking
Premeditated.
murder because he was behind the plexiglass. Like technically,
he had to
he
make a
was not
decision.
in danger. He was not, he had to pick up the wine bottle and remove himself from behind the plexiglass to get to this young man who was not in any immediate danger towards him. So he would have been charged for sure. He
Yeah.
was
There's a lot of
arrested.
context missing from that snippet. There's a lot of context missing. We just see the
Yeah.
escalation into an actual event. We don't know anything that led up prior to that.
So,
It doesn't really.
do any of us think he was justified at all? Any of
I
us?
do not. He was justified for hitting someone over the head with a wine bottle who was not posing an immediate threat to you. No, not at all. That would be the equivalent of, because, if you get in a cab and if someone hits the partition in the cab, that would be the equivalent of the cab driver coming out and hitting the person in the back seat. Like, there was no immediate threat. Now, if that young man had attempted to go behind the plexiglass, I don't know why I can't say plexiglass today. If he had attempted to go behind the plexiglass, or if he had pulled something from his person that showed that he was going to be even more of a threat, then yeah, I would have been like, okay, hold your own. But he looked like he was walking away. So no, I don't think he was justified. Not for
From
that.
the video, I don't think he was justified. Yeah. From
And we're
what the
talking
video
about a
showed.
wine bottle. It's different. There's a difference between a punch, if he had just punched the young man,
I don't
versus
know if
Yeah,
that's
wine
different,
bottle.
but I feel you.
hitting him
I mean,
upside
That's
the
a
head
weapon.
with a wine bottle. Yeah.
I mean,
Nah, bro.
yeah, wine bottles are hard. Like I've dropped wine bottles and it broke my
Heavy.
floor. It didn't break the wine bottle, it broke my floor. So
Heavy,
wine
yeah.
bottles hurt. And in the first hit, I mean, it was boom. That had to be the worst one.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I don't know about justified. I don't know. I mean, I guess he could claim fear for his life or something, or maybe he was protecting. I don't know, because maybe he caused damage to the store. I don't know. He might have an argument for justification, but
And that's the clip is
personally,
taken out of context. It looks a little extreme. I like from the context that's presented, it definitely looks extreme. But anything leading up to it, we're completely in the
I mean,
dark.
he could have been threatening him.
But that's not the
Exactly.
question, though. The question is, based on what we saw,
Is it
is he
justified?
justified?
I mean, based on what we
No,
saw, I'm going to
not in
go
my
with
opinion.
unjustified, and he probably could get mad. He was arrested, by the way.
And given how happy the guy who was recording the whole incident seemed to be, he was laughing in jest. I think if it had been a bigger situation, or a more confrontational situation, he would have started recording earlier than that. He seemed to start recording when it escalated.
That's true.
Before he even hit the plexiglass. So yeah, based on what I saw,
Yeah.
it was not justified.
Not justified. All right.
So don't do
So
that at home.
me and
Not
Robbie are
do-
iffy. Me and Robbie might be iffy on it, but I feel you. All right.
Robbie and Neo, they sensitive. They ain't got no hair, so it's going right.
that shit will hurt.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
It lands. It lands quickly.
All right. So if you've never been to TLS